Great, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Sunil, for accepting to be part of Ram, my interview series with industry leaders.
Great to be a part of this meeting, and it is always an honor to talk to you. You being our leader, our generation leader, we always look for you for your advices whenever we were going wrong. You
Yes.
always helped us in a right, mode. I remember those days when you were heading IFMA. You were so humble and down to earth person. I can't forget this. I want to repeat this as much as I can. Any challenges that we had, right? You used to address by email or over the phone. You always helped us. High respects to you, and it is extremely. I have no words to say. Sitting in front of you and taking these questions from you, I am really blessed.
Thank you. Thank you. The idea is also now currently is also one of the thing is we wanted to share as much as knowledge, whatever we have
Absolutely.
with the community. And also especially there's a lot of micro, small and medium enterprises are struggling hard. That is where we also started working with them and see how we can help them to reimagine, restore, stabilize and grow their business. That way, whatever information is there, which helps, that's where I'm also doing this series of interviews with various industry leaders so that we'll bring in the experience and expertise. So before we get on to that, maybe people who do not know us in the market, maybe when they are looking at who these two people are talking, one is this is my name is Ram Ramkrishnan, managing director of GenSource, and business direction designer and a coach. That is the new name I had given to me, and I wanted to help as much business possible current situation. And we do this through our organization, GenSource India Private Limited, which brings in collective 350 plus person years of experience, global XP corporate experience in the areas of process excellence, people development, technology implementation, business finance, knowledge management, innovation, and the corporate administration and facilities. And more
Nice.
details about our organization can be looked at www.gensource.in. So it's my great privilege to introduce Sunil, and I don't think you need any introduction among the entire FM community. But he is an experienced senior director with over 26 years of demonstrated history of working in the information technology and service industry, strong operational professional skill in negotiation, budgeting, operation management, customer relationship, and facilities management. I know Sunil also has been tirelessly helping the FM community anytime, anything, any point of time required, which is a good thing you are doing it, Sunil. Thank you for joining this interview.
Thank you, sir. It's a privilege to be part of
Yeah.
this
So
program.
today we thought we will talk about, everyone talks about the new normal. In the new normal, how FM needs to prepare. It's very important. FM are the backbone of any corporate house industry, and they are have to provide all the services to them. And in the new normal, how they need to prepare. What are your thoughts? What is that you want them to start looking at and doing?
As far as FM is concerned, you should have an eye on our revenue. The most important thought process for me is to keep an eye on our revenue and accelerate those businesses quickly. We all know that the turmoil that we are going through, but one has to make every person productive at this point in time.
Right.
It is quite hard.
Hmm.
In FM fraternity, making every person productive is the only mantra right now to achieve our goals and bring back that revenue.
Hmm.
I would strongly say accelerate our business operations. This would be the new norm for any FM fraternity guys. Keep an eye on your revenue and accelerate those business opportunities quickly and demonstrate how fast can you deliver.
Now, businesses are definitely going to look at them as how they can contribute to the overall business of the organization, not that only
Yeah,
taking care of a few facilities here and there,
yeah.
and they need to provide that inputs, right?
Yeah, so I would say, it is not just a normal of collecting a laptop or delivering a laptop. Those are all administrative issues.
Mm.
In FM, one should have a visibility and to accelerate. The most important word is an acceleration, right? And keeping the growth in mind, deliver certain things to the business needs is the most important factor for a new normal going forward.
So, what are the some of the likely changes or transformations basically that are expected in the FM industry? Because all these days people have worked in certain way, and I'm sure it's going to be a new way of working and transformations and challenges, things we need to look at it, right?
Yeah. So, sir, in my opinion,
Hmm.
lot of changes would come in terms of design per se.
Yes.
Uh, it cannot be the same way as what it was earlier. There will be a drastic change in designing per se, and of course there will be a lot of importance in terms of collaboration and cohesiveness of business to build.
Hmm.
Redesigning is the mantra. I think for an FM fraternity, redesigning would be the mantra. Probably you can add if I am going wrong.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Is that the right thing to think on
Yeah,
redesign?
redesigning as well as also I see that they need to start learning the new things. It's one of the things
Oh
there are
yeah,
so much
no,
of
of course. No,
yeah,
upskilling is extremely important. So
yes,
you will have to constantly have a touch with all our industry fraternity people and understand what they are trying to do, and then bring back those experiences to the operations in the business,
yeah.
right?
This opportunity, this is not one of a region based or anything. It's a global kind of a
Yeah,
pandemic and
and
crisis that
sort of
happened.
and also sort of a rebooting the entire organization, right? So
Correct,
it's not the same way of operations that you were doing before. Uh,
correct.
the physical distancing would also come into play. Hygiene part will also come into play. Lot many things would come into play. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think that would be the appropriate measure of redesigning the FM fraternity is
No,
what.
one is I see strategically they play a key role. On one of the thing is all it's going to be there, and you have to be a good strategist definitely
Yeah,
to look
yeah,
at and how you are going to do that. Second thing is the health and personal hygiene and safety is going to play a key role in
yeah,
these days, which is going to be there, and we need to look at and also that area. How do you educate to the people and
yeah,
which is going to be the people follow and help get a self discipline. That's going to be the another area. And third one is, of course, maintaining the entire whatever the operations and other thing as usual, whatever
yeah.
you are doing it. There are things are going to be underperforming and not using and all those things. That is what the people have to look at. How do they optimize
Yeah,
overall
and
thing?
the most important part that I can remember right now is whatever you manage has to be measured,
Yes.
right? So if there is no measurement criteria, then it becomes a quite difficult, challenging part of it. And
Yeah, yeah, that's correct.
I
And
mean,
also, plus, additionally, I see that one of the thing is that's what I wanted your inputs also. As FM, we have been sparingly using technology. Technology is going to play also a key role. That's what I think. What is you are they also need to look at what are
yeah.
the
So, sir, the recent things that hearing from the industry per se is the tool for space management is becoming extremely important. Uh, Going forward, what I feel is the RE, the real estate is going to be a cause of concern because
hmm,
it's going to be work from anywhere. It is not
yes,
only from work from home. It can be work from anywhere. So probably the world is moving towards uh, optimizing the real estate per se. So the first tool I would recommend is to invest on space management tool.
correct.
Second, reinvest on your technology front of it, right? So
Right.
your air condition, it cannot be the same air condition that you were running before. Now,
Right.
the latest trend is, there is a UV technology which has come in where it can reduce into it by going into the air.
Right.
The entire digitalization has come into play right now, right?
Yes.
You don't have to go to canteen and wait for your food. You'll have to just pick up your cell phone and place the order.
Order. Yeah.
Yeah, so lot many things are in place, and the entire tool of visitor management or the people who are coming into company, you well know before that who is going to step in into your company, and
Right.
those precautionary measures to have control in your favor, so that it doesn't harm anybody coming in going out. So the tools that I would recommend is, one is space, one is
Yes.
security perspective, third is on the technology perspective, both on generator, UPS. Those are the lifelines, so we don't have
Yes.
to talk much about it. I would say look for the norms which are coming up in industry, right? The
Mm.
UV was not part of it at all. You
Right.
just see now, ISRE is only talking about UV investments
Yes. Yes.
in a big way.
And that's going to be the key. Basically, you have to be able to know on a real time
Yeah,
what is it happening, rather than the days are gone where you keep on searching the records or Excel sheets and other thing, and you should be able to real time with an intelligence and machine learning, artificial intelligence, all they're talking about with that, how you are able to get the data which helps you to quickly look at. That's going to be the
absolutely,
order of the day,
absolutely.
definitely. See, another thing I'm sure when we talk about corporate real estate facilities or administration, one of the key stakeholder is all our vendors, right? From that point of it is service provider. We call them a service
Yeah,
for
yeah.
our success, or what we call all this thing. What are your advice to them? Basically, one of the thing, what is that they should start preparing and themselves, what they should start looking at and
Oh,
doing.
this is a very, very good question that you brought up on the table, sir. Uh, in fact, they need to come up with a lot of value additions when they come and meet us. It
Right.
cannot be the way it used to be before.
Yes.
You need to come up and say these are the value addition. I'll just give an example, sir. Earlier, the security concept which of hiring a security,
Hmm.
to try and figure out what is background, etc., etc. But now technology has gone into so wide perspective.
Hmm.
It has gone into this recording. It can also give you the data. What's the temperature of a person who is getting into inside the premises, and it says whether he has to get in or not to get in. Sort of
Hmm.
don't require any human resource out there to safeguard your premises at all. So
Right.
technology is playing a extremely important role out there. So the vendors should come back and talk more about what value additions that they are adding to the business
Right.
than to us, and uh, and many other stuffs, right? So uh, probably we could talk about the maintenance part of it and other stuff, right? So it should also be associated with technology, right? So if I am measuring the capability of the product, it should also be measured by technology as well.
Right.
So that's my thought process for right now.
Definitely. I think the vendors also have to realign, as we are talking about entire reform. Similarly, they
Yeah.
also have to look at and realign to what is required in the new environment and start working on that, which is very important.
Yeah.
See, one
Sir,
of the
I just have this a small enigma which is running in my mind. What happens to this ISO certifications? They used to be part of our fraternity. They used to come do audits, right? So, do they do virtually right now, or do they how do they get to this just thought which is coming up?
yeah, this is what I said as part of the education on awareness and education to the employees on health, safety, and all that part of it. A lot of things is going to be a self-disciplined approach. I remember
Okay.
not today. It's about starting with my. I think it was year 95, 97. Around that time, we had a customer, which is Nortel. We
Yeah,
had.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, they used to come from Canada for an audit, but normally what they used to do, they would not come every year.
Correct, correct.
They had also heard that virtual audit, alternate year
Absolutely.
they used to come. They framed the question in such a way that it is a very well structured question. Similar
Oh,
kind of
okay.
techniques will happen. So
Yeah,
with that, lot of self audits
yeah,
will
okay.
happen, and also people have to get prepared. That is going to be the thing. Basically,
Oh,
a lot of self audits, self evaluations will happen. Minimal of people with technology coming in, it will be obvious.
yeah,
Many
yeah.
places you need to put technology, which is also going to give you the right information. With all this, I see that there's a physical intervention on audit. The time will come down.
Oh, okay. So,
Basically.
as you mentioned, vendors, right? So they are also part of our, vendor program. And I was wondering what would they add value to us because, it's only a certifying body
Yeah.
and do physical sort of evaluation. But right now, if you see the customer has also permitted us to go and work from home, like not like earlier those days, right?
Right, right.
They can understand the challenges that we are going through and they've allowed us and they've made sure a couple of security angles that are safer in terms of it, but I was wondering how this would be managed.
Identifying those exceptions and start looking at those exceptions when one of those abnormal parameters and other thing is going to be the
Absolutely.
key. That will happen with a lot of technology intervention. I'm sure you'll be able to do that. I know whether you are with all this Google, Microsoft, and everybody also talking about now. They do even
Okay.
at the form field. They are
Yeah,
bringing in those technologies and start working on it
yeah, yeah,
and
absolutely.
do that. So given that this is our kind of a thing, it's going to be much easier to adopt and do that.
Exactly, yeah,
That
absolutely.
is going to be
Yeah.
there. So one of the things now maybe people would be interested to know how you as an organization planned for now people coming return back to office, or what is that you are thinking as your priorities and what needs to be taken care kind of a thing.
As you rightly said, right? So, employees' well-being and hygiene factor is the most important concern. I think what was not factored in budget, this would be factored or given most important going forward, right?
And also, this unforeseen situation has given a lot of learning for us.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And this is across the world, right? So,
Yes.
and it is very scary as well. But we thought the vaccine would come up quite shortly, but the world is still innovating on the vaccine. So that's the. But if I were to analyze, I think I would give most important to the health perspective because if health is there, and everything would be there.
Right, right, right.
Uh, I would give for health and hygiene as a highest priority for employees.
Mhm. Yeah. See, what are some of those key learnings you are thinking that health and safety, apart from that, anything else based on this, you are thinking these are all key learnings we need to start working on that in the coming days?
The BCP thing that we all planned was sort of, it doesn't work, we'll work in other office, but nobody had thought about this sort of a pandemic coming in, right? So this is a extremely good example for us to, rewrite our BCPs and try and come up with some sort of an, reorganization model sort of where we can, work coercively or conducively through our using our technology and be collaborative about it, right? So going forward, I think the connectivity and the security becomes highly, highly important for every person, irrespective of whatever business that he is into.
Right.
Be it in a smallest product that he's going to sell towards the manufacturing or any other product. Security and the internet is going to be a crucial for, and a little bit of transport, right? So it would be a very important thing to be analyzed, and this has to be rewritten, making sure the business runs 24/7. Right? The most important factor we also saw about transportation challenges. Very badly hit industries are this hospitality and the travel industry, right? People could not move, or the products could not move at all. it's quite difficult in those times. I also heard a couple of farmers who farmed so many food products were thrown into drench sort of, and I feel very sad for them because we'll have to figure out a way out for distributing this hard-earned work, right? So my heart goes out to them as to what we need to do and what we need to think about themselves.
Yeah, that's correct. One of the things it also came up is we have to be with all our vendors and service providers little more empathetic towards them
absolutely.
and look at how we will help them to overcome this situation in a period of time. And that's what is going to be the thing, definitely. And yeah, it's great discussing with you and sharing some thoughts on. I'm sure this will be very helpful to the people and all medium, small, micro enterprises trying to look at what they need to do, start looking at it. Thank you very much, Sunil, for your time and sharing your thoughts on this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It was wonderful being part of this learning curve, and it is always good to hear from you. And we would love to hear from you. Continue to do this every week.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing it every day. Thank you.
Thank you.